Once upon a time, in a small African village, surrounded by the lush greenery of nature, lived a woman named Fatimah. From a young age, Fatimah faced ridicule because of her size. The other children, and even adults, would often make her the butt of their jokes. This bullying left deep scars, impacting her self-esteem profoundly. Fatimah had two close friends, Aisha and Nia, who were considered the epitome of beauty in their village. Aisha, with her graceful figure, and Nia, with her captivating smile, were the center of attention wherever they went. However, their treatment of Fatimah was often unkind. One day, as they sat together, Fatimah reached for a piece of fruit. Aisha sneered, "Careful, Fatimah. Eat any more and you might just turn into an elephant." Nia giggled, adding, "Yeah, and elephants don't get husbands in this village." Fatimah's smile faltered, and she quietly put the fruit down, a familiar pang of hurt in her heart. As Fatimah grew into adulthood, her self-confidence remained shattered. Despite being kind-hearted and intelligent, she felt invisible, overshadowed by her perceived inadequacies. Even at home, things weren't much different. Her parents, particularly her mother, were constantly berating her about her weight and marital status. One evening, her mother's voice echoed sharply in their small kitchen. "Fatimah, look at you. All you do is add weight. Aisha and Nia are already married to successful men. Do you want to remain alone forever?" Fatimah, head bowed, whispered, "But Mama, No buts," her mother interrupted. "If you don't get married soon, you never will. You need to make yourself more appealing." These words only deepened Fatimah's belief that she was unworthy of love and attention. Whenever a man looked her way, she would quickly look down, convinced they were mocking her or finding flaws in her appearance. Her friends, now married, would often talk about their lives, their husbands, and their happiness, never missing a chance to remind Fatimah of what she lacked. One day, while walking home from the market, Aisha said in a mockingly sympathetic tone, "Poor Fatimah, still waiting for Prince Charming? Maybe if you lost some weight, he might actually come." Nia laughed, agreeing, "True, men want beauty, not brawn. You should try to be more like us." Fatimah's heart ached with loneliness and the constant pressure from her friends and family. She longed to be seen for who she was, beyond her physical appearance. In the heart of the forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the air was filled with the scent of wildflowers, Fatimah often found solace from the harshness of her world. On one such day, as she wandered deeper into the forest than she ever had before, her thoughts heavy with the words of her friends and mother, she stumbled upon an old woman. The woman appeared frail and weary, her clothes tattered, her eyes reflecting a mixture of pain and wisdom. Seeing Fatimah approach, she spoke in a voice as fragile as a dried leaf. "Child, could you help me with some water from the stream?" she asked, pointing to a small brook nearby. Fatimah, ever kind-hearted, immediately rushed to assist, filling a makeshift cup with water and gently helping the old woman to drink. "Thank you, my dear," the old woman said, her eyes studying Fatimah. "Why does such a kind soul look so troubled?" Fatimah sighed, a lifetime of pain surfacing in her voice. "I am not what people want. I am not beautiful or desirable. I'm just me." The old woman's eyes twinkled with an unseen knowledge. "Beauty, my child, is a curious thing. What one may not see, another may find overwhelming. But tell me, what do you desire most?" "To be seen as beautiful just once," Fatimah whispered, a tear escaping her eye. Smiling, the old woman reached into the folds of her garment and pulled out a small vial containing a liquid that shimmered like the morning sun. "Take this. Each evening drink a drop and you will see the beauty you possess. But remember, with the setting of the sun, the magic will fade." Grasping the vial, Fatimah felt a surge of hope. She thanked the woman and hurried back to the village, her heart beating with a mix of excitement and apprehension. That evening, as the sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of fiery orange and red, Fatimah drank a drop from the vial. Looking at her reflection in a small mirror, she saw not her usual self, but a woman transformed, slender, with flawless skin and eyes that sparkled like jewels. Overwhelmed, she stepped out, her demeanor radiating a newfound confidence. The transformation was astonishing to her. She walked with her head held higher, a smile gracing her lips. In the days that followed, Fatima's evening transformations became her cherished secret. She began to interact more with the villagers, her fear of ridicule slowly diminishing with each passing day. One evening, as she sat by the river, enjoying her moment of beauty, she heard a voice behind her. "Excuse me," said a man with a gentle tone. Turning around, Fatimah saw a stranger, a young man with kind eyes and a warm smile. He was Prince Amir, though she did not know it then. Initially startled, Fatimah quickly composed herself, remembering the stunning reflection she had seen in the mirror. "He must be noticing the beautiful me," she thought, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. Amir continued, "I couldn't help but notice you. You seem different from the others. There's a light in your eyes that's quite captivating." Feeling a surge of confidence, Fatimah replied, her voice steadier than she felt. "Thank you. I enjoy coming here at sunset. It's peaceful." Confident, yet apprehensive, Fatimah found herself engaging in conversation with Amir, each word laced with the fear that her magical beauty might fade at any moment. But his genuine interest in her thoughts and stories made her feel valued, something she had rarely experienced before. Their meetings at sunset became a regular occurrence, each leaving Fatimah with a sense of joy she had never known. Yet, as the potion supply dwindled, a creeping fear grew within her. The fear of losing this newfound connection once her beauty faded. The day the potion finally ran out, Fatimah approached the meeting place with Emir, her heart heavy, bracing herself for a change in how he would perceive her. She fully expected this meeting to be their last, believing that without the potion's magic, Emir would no longer find her appealing. As she walked towards Emir, she kept her head down, her steps faltering with each move. "He'll not recognize me, or if he does, disappointment will be clear on his face," she thought sadly. However, to her astonishment, as she lifted her gaze, Amir greeted her with the same warmth and affection as always, his eyes lighting up. "Good evening, Fatimah. I've been looking forward to our meeting all day," he said, his smile as genuine and heartfelt as it had always been. Confusion swept over Fatimah. His reaction was entirely unexpected. "How can this be? He sees me just as before?" she wondered, a mix of relief and perplexity swirling inside her. "Amir, I don't understand. You see me just as you did before?" she asked, her voice tinged with disbelief. Amir looked at her, puzzled by her question. "Of course, Fatimah. Why wouldn't I? You're the same person I've enjoyed talking to every evening. What's troubling you?" Fatimah hesitated. Then the words tumbled out. "The potion. I've been taking a potion that I believed made me beautiful. I thought, that's why you liked me. But it's finished now, and I'm just me." Amir's expression softened, and he took a step closer. "Fatimah, there was never a moment when I saw you as anything other than who you are. Your beauty, the one I've always seen, has nothing to do with any potion. It's in your kindness, your laughter, the way your eyes light up when you speak about things you love. That's the Fatimah I know and admire." His words left Fatimah speechless. She looked up at him, searching his face for any sign of deceit, but all she saw was sincerity. The realization slowly dawning on her. All along, the potion had never altered her appearance to others. It had only changed how she saw herself. Amir had always seen her true self, and that was the person he had grown to cherish. Fatimah's heart swelled with an emotion she had never felt before. Acceptance. She realized the old woman's potion never changed how others saw her. It changed how she saw herself. It gave her the confidence to be who she really was, and that was the beauty Amir saw. Days later, Fatimah returned to the forest, hoping to find the old woman. When she did, the woman was sitting peacefully, a knowing smile on her face. The potion, Fatima began. "It didn't change my appearance to others, did it? It was all in my mind." The old woman nodded. "Yes, my dear, true beauty lies within. You needed to see yourself as beautiful to let your inner beauty shine. And it seems you found someone who saw that beauty all along." With this newfound understanding, Fatima embraced her true self. Her relationship with Amir grew deeper, founded on genuine love and mutual respect. As time passed, the bond between Fatima and Amir only grew stronger. They found in each other a kindred spirit, a connection that transcended appearances and was rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and love. Their conversations, once limited to sunsets, now spanned the entirety of days and nights, filled with dreams, laughter, and plans for a future together. In the heart of the same forest where they first met, under the shade of the ancient trees that had witnessed the blossoming of their love, Amir asked Fatima to marry him. Her acceptance was not just a promise to be with him, but also a testament to the journey she had undertaken, from self-doubt to self-acceptance. Their wedding was a celebration that brought the entire village together. It was not just the union of two souls, but a symbol of the triumph of love over superficial judgments. Fatima, no longer the woman who sought refuge in a magical potion, stood radiant in her own skin, her confidence a beacon to all who had once doubted her worth. As the villagers danced and sang, rejoicing in the joy of the couple, the old woman who had given Fatima the potion watched from a distance, a smile playing on her lips. Her work was done. Fatima had found the magic within herself. From their union, a powerful lesson unfolded, a lesson that echoed through the village and beyond. The story of Fatima and Amir became a tale told over and over, a reminder that true beauty lies within. It is not something to be seen with the eyes, but felt with the heart. It taught that confidence and self-love are the greatest enchantments one can possess. And when embraced, they can change how we see ourselves and how the world sees us. Fatima's journey from a potion's illusion to the realization of her intrinsic worth inspired many, especially those who had once walked in her shoes of self-doubt. The tale of their love became a beacon of hope, teaching that the most profound connections are forged not from outward appearances, but from the beauty that resides within each of us. And so, Fatima and Amir's story lived on, not just as a narrative of love and magic, but as a timeless lesson on the power of self-acceptance and the true essence of beauty.